Hi everyone, how are you doing? Most importantly, how the fuck do you do it? How do you do it? How is the poll at 50-50? Are you organizing yourself behind my back somehow? How do you do this? Welcome everyone! F-bomb already. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just mind blown, man. It's like you have a superpower. Oh crap, it really is 50-50. That's what I'm saying. It's 50-50. How do you do it? Welcome everyone. How are you? Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome Ritage. Welcome Mongoose. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome Nirwanda. Welcome Rancor. Hope you're having a good day. How are you doing? Welcome Krampus. Did I say Krampus already? Maybe. I don't know. It's fine. We'll say it again. Welcome Borator. How are you doing? How are you doing, guys? Hope you're having a good day. Mandy Setsuna. Welcome, guys. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Snake Hive Mind. I'm never going to stop being surprised. I think it's careful observation by the shifters. How? It's careful observation how? Oh, you broke it. Somebody broke it. Somebody broke it. Oh, it's at 15 votes, so it's always going to be broken at odd numbers. Okay, you're still safe. You're still safe. 50-50 master race. That's what I'm saying. Like you guys every time. You manage to do it every time. Did you know that Ellie is not really a lamia, but actually 2 kids in a trench coat? If anything, I would be one kid and one very big snake on a trench coat. Don't you think? Don't you think? Snake Hive Mind, your Hive Mind is surprising. I'm not involved in any conspiracy. We'll see, we'll see. You said 50-50. I think that's good enough of an introduction. You're saying so that I can get into it. You're saying so that I can get into it and go, right? I saw a vaguely similar stream the day before yesterday. Guess the name of the Pokemon or drink. I cannot do that because I haven't found a single drink that I can tolerate. That's my only problem. It can be a 50-50 with an odd number. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're still safe. You're still safe because there's an odd number. They're passing faster and faster, starting to struggle catching a moment. They somehow passed, but my legs hurt for some reason. Maybe we'll all calm down. Remember, life is like a roller coaster. There are ups and downs and speeds and lulls in speed. Like, it can change. For now, you're surviving, that's important. I'm very proud of you because you are surviving through it. But hopefully we'll get better. 50% human fans, 50% snake fans, 1 fan base. Wouldn't it be funny if it was that way? Also, wouldn't it be funny if after making this poll that has no option for no, I'm sure you're gonna make it. Wouldn't it be funny if I actually made it? What do you think? I think Crumpets knows what's up, and he can only try to rush me, and maybe, hopefully, I get close enough that I have to stretch the stream a little bit. It does look pretty unlikely for you to not make it. I thought so too, but then I did the math. Remember, in the last 2 streams, I did about 30 or 40 per stream, and right here, right now, there's 75 of them. I always know what's up. You just never listen to me. I never listen to anyone. That's the difference. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, why is this boy so lonely? There are no other in that line, right? You told me that it's not the same line as the last one. So this guy is just alone. This guy has no evolutions, no pre-evolutions. What's up with that? Also, this is not something we can do on stream, but we gotta get Ellie to listen to the Hoenn soundtrack? Hoenn region, Pokemon. We're still talking Pokemon. Okay. I recognize the words. I recognize the words. Turquoise is perfect already. I wish I could see his eyes. I do like the design quite a bit. It looks very gamery. It looks like he had LED LEDs inside of his shell. I do wonder what's up with that line in the head. What is that supposed to be? I really, really wish that's its own line, like the Plusly and Minen. But it's one guy. It's only one guy. Is this Torquil? Torquil is perfect already. Mindy, is this Torquil? Maybe it's Bald Spot? I don't know. That line is weird. I have to admit that line makes me uneasy, as if his head was split open. And also I really wish I could see his eyes. Based on those two things, I'm gonna put it in very nice. I'm docking 1 point. I'm docking 1 point from prettiest because he can see his eyes. Maybe he has really weird eyes that scare me. And I'm taking 1 point from close to best because he has that bald spot line that makes me feel like his skull is open. And also, why isn't he part of this line? Look how well that fits. Look how well this fits. This fits really well. I know that it's an entirely different line. I know. And I understand that this line is very coherent. But something fits in there. You can pop open his head open to see his brain. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I really wouldn't like that. That's supposed to be magma from the inside of a volcano. And yet, it looks like LEDs. This one is a spoink. He's often memed by the community because his heart pumps blood by bouncing. This one, I'll tell you right now. You guys all know this. I don't need to do it before you guys know. This guy. I've told you before that I never collected Pokemon cards and I've never collected Pokemon stickers or figurines or figures, whatever the freak they're called. You know when you have like a sticker album? Not a sticker, but like un álbum de figuritas? I don't know what those are called in English. I just know that I was never a collector of anything Pokemon. But I would specifically buy stickers or cards from kids that had my favorite Pokemon, like the ones that look best, which was very easy. It's very easy to buy stuff from kids because when you're older than them and be 260? Yeah, 260 already. Well, being more than 200 years old, it's very easy to pay them almost nothing. Kids don't really understand the value of money. So you can go and get whatever you want from a kid and they're going to underprice it horribly. So I would buy my favorite cards or my favorite stickers. Almost 261. Yeah, I am 260 already, but it's really hard to. Doesn't it happen to you that you still want to say your old age? Anyways, I used to have, what I'm trying to say is that I used to have cards or stickers of this guy because he was a priority. He was definitely a priority. I needed to buy things like this. This one, I definitely had at least 2 stickers or cards or whatever from because it's so cute. Not that almost, 4 more months. Thank God there's still 4 more months, man. There's so much I don't want to think about with prepping stuff. If you pick up a spoink, it instantly dies? No! Seriously? Wait, seriously? Do I have to lower it because I can't hug it? Do I have to put it in close to best? Because we're going on vibes. We're gonna forget that. We're gonna forget that little fact and we're gonna pretend that we can hug him. Because how do they sleep? Wait a second, how the fuck do they sleep? Sableye is its own Pokemon and evolutionary line. I didn't see you complaining about it. Which one is Sableye? I forgot already. Almost 261. Nope, still 4 months, thankfully. Tiara says, lower pace, welcome. Guys, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I had that when I was 8. Said I'm 8 for a couple years. Exactly. That's what I was talking about. Nowadays, I don't really tend to remember how old I am either. It's just not very relevant. I cannot tell you when you get to be more than 200. When you get to be more than 200, that really stops mattering, man. Just coming by greeting. So I'll go take my sleep now. Good night, Ellie. Goodbye, Tiara says. Thank you so much for stopping by for a greeting. I hope you have a wonderful sleep and that you feel very refreshed in the morning. Thank you for being here. And there's a Grumpig. I don't have anything to say about it. Let's see what I have to say about it. It's definitely a downgrade, right? We can all agree that it's a downgrade. Something about... Here are a couple of details that are going to be balancing themselves out. Something that I don't like versus something that I do like, you know? I don't like that the ears have that shape. Because you end up having an ear that starts way, way, way above the eye and ends like at the chin level. That is a very big ear. It would be weird. And some animals can pull it off. Maybe this animal can pull it off. This non-animal, sorry, this Pokemon. You know, if a Fennec can pull it off, maybe this guy can too. But something about it makes me uneasy. I absolutely adore the little handsies. It makes it look like he's wearing big puffy sleeves and that you can only see his fingers. And that the rest of his little handsies are covered by the big puffy sleeves. I love that. I really love that. I also love, and this is not a bias. This is not a bias. I don't have a thing for gemstones. But I really love that he has a little gemstone on the body that makes it look like he's wearing a sort of a jacket. And that has one shiny button. Or maybe like it's a pair of pants. And it's one shiny button for the pants. I don't know, I just really like that. I also think he has quite a friendly smile. I think this is a guy that would join a dance party in the middle of a living room just because you feel like dancing. This is a guy that comes to the kitchen to talk to you while you're cooking. Or if you have friends over for some sort of like shindig or party or something, and you're prepping stuff in the kitchen while everyone else is just chilling on the living room. This guy comes into the kitchen to talk to you so that you're not alone. You know, that's the vibe that I get. I have been sleeping on talking about vibes in this stream lately. In the last stream, I feel like I didn't talk vibes enough, and that's part of this. That is part of this. We're gonna put it only one step below. It feels wrong because this guy is so perfect. Sproink? Did you guys call it a sproink? How did you call it? Wait. How did you call it? Spoink! Not sproink, spoink. It feels wrong to put it that close to a spoink because the spoink is so much more perfect. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. They sleep while bouncing? That's so sad! Make sure to keep bouncing if you hug it. Wait, would that work? If I hug it, but I am bouncing. Or like, just moving up and down. Because you don't really need to bounce if you can just move it upside down, up and down. If you can move it up and down while you hug it, it still works? Fixed! They bounce just like we breathe. They do it even when they aren't thinking about it. That still makes me sad if I can't hug him. Sable is the gem-loving goblin ghost. But it has two! It has two of them! There's the blue-eye gem and the red-eye gem. Clearly you don't understand peak Pokemon design if you think this is a downgrade. This one is objectively better because this one doesn't die if it stops bouncing. We're going up on vibes. We're going up on vibes. We're ignoring the facts. We're ignoring the knowledge, okay? You guys know Pokemon, I don't, and I'm going to live in blissful ignorance. Also, if you can hug him and move up and down, then that fixes it. Red is the Mega. Oh, so it doesn't count. It doesn't count as an evolutionary line because it's the Mega. You see, I'm learning a little bit. A little bit I'm learning. This little fella is Spinda. Spinda makes me feel of Splenda, the sugar replacing thing, the sweetener that is artificial. They are constantly dizzy. Poor guys, poor babies. Fun fact: Spinda's dot locations are randomly generated. 2 Spindas with the same dot pattern would be the rarest thing possible in Pokemon. Wait, that is so cute. That is so neat! I actually really like that detail. You had so much to say about this particular design and how it's such a good design, and compared to the previous form, which you had nothing to say, you still put it on top tier? Ellie Logic. That's because what more can you say? What more can you say? It's perfect. It's perfect. It is okay. So it is round and friendly and huggable. It is, look at those little eyes. They're so shiny and so innocent and so full of love. You can see how the blush of the cheeks matching perfectly with the gem-like thing on its head, and the fact that that gem-like thing on its head fits perfectly within the little ears, and the fact that it has hands. So it has hands, but they're so like knobby, and they look kind of useless, but they have one perfect use based on how they look, and that is for you to grab under them and lift it up. You guys are telling me that you can't do that because you would kill it, but I'm going to choose to believe that you can move him up and down so that you can still hug him and lift him up, and you can still do it without killing it. And it's just the bounciness of the tail thing. It's adorable. What more can you say? Look at the nose. Nose/mouth, because pigs have the all of it together. They have like the snout that is mouth and nose and everything. It's big and round, but it doesn't make it look creepy. It just makes it look cute. Which, hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hi, how are ya? The red-eye gem is not an evolution, it's a mega. It's not part of the evolutionary line. Yeah, I learned, but I didn't remember. Remember, guys, I am one year out the other. There are some ones that do recognize as a mega. This I recognize as a mega, obviously, because like that screams mega. Kevin Nessica, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Ah, yes, just like last week. Confused and controversial opinions, Ellie. My controversial opinions are only controversial because I have the best taste in the universe. I have the best taste in the universe, and some people don't. So that's the only reason they're controversial. I will take no corrections on this. I kind of like him. Time to go back to the Splenda. I kind of like him. Something about it doesn't track. Maybe that the eyes are so soulless. He's not gonna be super high. He's not gonna be super high. I'm gonna put it on. I think it should go on close to best, because just by giving him better eyes, I think he would rise to one of the cutest ones. It looks meek and pitiful. It's practically begging you to protect it. Yes, you're finally getting it. It's begging me to protect it. And to put him, like, tuck him into bed. And to give him a hot chockey and to tell him a bedtime story. He's perfect. If you wanted to stay like that forever, you're basically killing it. You're a monster. I'm not killing it. I'm letting it bounce. I can't tuck him into bed, because to tuck him into bed, you have to, like, stop him from bouncing. But I can make him a movable bed. Maybe. Mousy, welcome back. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Tora and Pinch. They dig into sand, open their mouths, and wait for things to fall in. Smart, energy saving, efficient. They do leave a lot to luck by doing that. They leave a lot to luck by doing that. But still, you know, I appreciate the energy saving. I can't look at this without thinking of Vorador, though. Vorador, you have ruined this Pokemon forever, because Tora Pinch? What Tora Pinch? This is Vorador. What are you talking about? I'm still sad that you didn't put Gardevoir on the prettiest tier list. Sometimes God of War can be a waifu to some of us. Yeah, but that's why it's not on the best tier for me, because it's too human. It's too human. I see Pokemons as pets. And I don't... if I see someone and it looks like a dude or a girl, like, they're not feeling like a pet. They feel like they should be a friend, or, you know, someone with the same, like, with equal standing. Let me pay close attention to the same girl who made chicken and onion soup with one piece of chicken and a full bowl of onion. Excuse you, that is not a chicken and onion soup. That is literally just an oven chicken with a side of onions. It's not a soup. It just has a lot of liquid because the onion is very liquidy, and so it releases a lot of liquid. And then you get to, eat bread with all of that liquid embedded in it. But it's perfect. He even has sparkly eyes when he looks at you. Yeah, he's really nice. He looks at you. First of all, the fact that his head is tilted so high up tells me that he is tiny and or always looking up to you. Like a little dog. Side, she says. It is a side. Fight me. The main dish is the protein. Which is the chicken. And the onion is just an accompaniment. Okay? It is just something that you add to give it flavor. And it also has a lot of nutrients, but it's not gonna fill you up like the protein. So it's a side dish. I love that he's tilting up constantly. It reminds me of a little dog or a little cat that's looking up at their family, at their human family. Or, I don't know, a baby, but not a baby, because babies are mostly interested in the floor and whatever they have in their hands. No, like a little dog. Like a little dog is looking up with so much love. Look at the sparkle in its eyes. It's looking up with so much respect and admiration and love and undying loyalty to the person, trainer that has them. Very good, very nice. Colors, very good, very nice. Looks like a little crustacean. Feetsies are adorable. They're so undefined, but they are round and cute. I back out you 3 hours for now. Game's on. You're gonna regret it when you see me with my hairspray and whatever the thing is that is in the lighter. With a hairspray and lighter, you're gonna regret it so much. When you see me with a hairspray and lighter, we're gonna street fight. I'm gonna take my street weapons. We're gonna put him in. You know what is missing? A little tail. Tiny little tail that can wag like happily. Then again, he might have a tiny little tail and I can see it. This one is like a very close. He's in there tentatively. Joke's on you, I'll go in blind. That's probably not great. You're probably gonna lose if you do that. No, not a single weapon! Not a single weapon! Hairspray and matches. Hairspray and matches sounds like a terrible idea. It sounds like a bad idea. This is straight up just a firefly. Guys, what the hell? This is not a Pokemon, this is a firefly. Ellie going to BRN Pokemon? What do you mean BRN? This one is a Vibrava. Sounds like a you idea though. Well, if I couldn't find my lighter, maybe. I'd say a dragonfly personally. Right, a dragonfly. This is literally just a dragonfly. Thank you. I got the bug name wrong. This is literally just a dragonfly. Vibrava evolves from Torrapinch. What? You're telling me that this evolves into this? This is a little turtle guy. This is a dragonfly. This is probably the size of a small dog, and this is probably the size of a finger. What sense does this make? Why doesn't the little... Sorry, does this not make more sense as an evolutionary line? This to this. They have the same colors. They have the same turtle-like structure. Pokemon! Pokemon! Ah! It's so different because the line is based on antlions, which do basically the same evolutionary line. Antlions. Is that a different Pokemon? Fireflies have glowing butts. Where do you see one here? Do you mean dragonfly? Yes, I meant dragonfly. I just got the bug name wrong. But I meant dragon. Don't worry, I'm not blind. I promise I know what a firefly looks like, okay? I promise. It's just I forgot the name and I said the wrong one. I promise. I was about to say Google a firefly and then apologize to it. Now I got the word wrong. I promise I know what a firefly looks like. I promise. But yeah, this is literally a dragonfly. I don't know what to do with this. This honestly, this deserves its own tier. It deserves its own tier that says not a Pokemon, it's just an animal. What are you talking about? Should I make that tier? I don't know where to put this guy. You know what? I'm gonna put it on neutral. It just looks like a bug. Ampleons isn't the real animal? Okay. I'm gonna Google that. Ampleons. The hell is an ampleon? A group of about 2,000 species of insect in the Neuropteran family Myrmeleontidae. Look, whatever the hell. So you're telling me that Vorapinch is supposed to be the size of like a fly? He's supposed to be the size of a tiny little bug? Is that what you're saying? Old lady yells at Pokemons? Yes, I have become the mother that is confused about the Pokemon. But the slightly cooler mother that doesn't name every Pokemon a Pikachu. Okay? I may not know the names of any of them. I may not know the names of a single one of them. But I don't call them a Pikachu by default. That makes me one of the cooler moms, right? Right? Trapinch is a ground type. Vibrava is a ground dragon type. The Vibrava is a dragonfly. Literally. It goes from an antlion to a literal dragon. It's weird and I don't get it. I do not think Gen 3 did that, but Gen 1 did have some Pokemon that have not been designed to be evolutions and then got connected in post. Arcanine is still listed as a legendary Pokemon, despite the fact that it's an evolution of a common dog. But isn't Arcanine... I don't remember the evolution lines well enough, but isn't Arcanine very similar looking to the previous one? Like, isn't that an evolution line that is very, like, clear to see? Ellie, how do you pronounce lion? Lion! She has no idea it's an ant lion. Is it supposed to be two different words? Ant lion. Ant lion. It brings back the same thing. Is it supposed to be pronounced ant lion as if it was two different words instead of antlion as if it's one word? The life cycle is more representative of the same idea. If you put on image search while looking for an antlion, you should see what they mean. I did! I swear! Okay, antlion. I'm going to put images. I'm going to copy this thing. and give you like what I'm looking at. It's a pretty gross looking bug, to be completely honest. It's honestly, I don't think it's a very nice looking bug. This? It's ugly. It doesn't look like for a pinch. It doesn't look like for a pinch. Antlion is a real thing. It digs pit traps for ants until it grows up as a dragonfly thingy. So what you're saying then is that Borapinch is the size of a thumbnail. At most. At most. The series was supposed to be science-free. Do not make her look up this. Too late. We have lost that chance when we started on Waylord. We have lost the chance to be science-free when we started on the stupid whale. Trapinch, that's its name, Trapinch. The second one is called Brava, Vibration Dragon. Oh, well, see, if you divide the words like that, I know how to pronounce that. I know how to pronounce it. It's not Torapinch, it's Trapinch. I get it. I get it. Anyhow, this one is Flygon, the source of most Star Wars references during playthroughs. I do think this one is the best one of the bunch. Design-wise, well, not really. Trapinch is really cute. But this one looks and feels like a Pokemon. It's just like animal enough, but also keeps its like super fantasy. Like this one is a dragon, I believe you. This one is a dragonfly, I also believe you. This one is just animal, but not animal enough. You know, like the balance is really well made. The colors are lovely. I like that it has the little claws, and I love that he has like a defeat. Defeat doesn't scare me. Come at me, bro. This is nothing. This is just a normal Tuesday for me. You're gonna regret challenging me, not because I'm gonna win unilaterally, but because I don't know how to give up kind of vibe to his eyes. Like there's something about the way this Pokemon looks at you. There's something about it. There's a fire. There's a fire in that look. You know? It's a Pokemon that doesn't know how to give up. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. I really like the colors too. I'm gonna put it... yeah. I can't put it on the top tier because it's not cute enough. Because it's not adorable enough. But I kind of should. Shouldn't I? I kind of should because there's absolutely nothing I can critique about it. The design is really solid. It's really solid. You know what? I can't find a single thing to say about it. I have to move it up. I have to because it's great. No way you rated Sakugai so low. Kaifek, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Elysia's English is at it again. Because of the names of Pokemon, I haven't played Pokemon. I've never heard these. Can't blame her, not first language. Thank you. Wikipedia has an image of Antlion life cycle. Basically, it starts out as a beetle thing, and then it turns into a long flying guy. I was just imagining the Trapinch as like a small dog size or like a tortoise size. And to go from that to a dragonfly just felt really weird size-wise. By the way, you can absolutely make a just an animal tier since a lot of Pokemon are literally just animals. I think I should. We're gonna put it at the bottom because it's not really that it's bad. What color? Gray. Oh, no, wait. That's not what I was supposed to do. What color was this? Here, right? Okay, perfect. We're gonna make it blue. Blue. We're gonna make a new row below. We're gonna make this blue. And we're gonna name it literally just an animal. What are you talking about? There. Perfect. You. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Dragonfly. Where's the dragon? You. Literally just an animal. Literally. Some of them, like this one, like you can see the animal influence. We've talked about this, right? Like you can see the animal influence, but the design is like strict enough with its shapes and elements that I wouldn't feel comfortable calling it just a pelican, because it's not. It's not. But it's that guy's literally just a dragonfly. That guy's literally just a dragonfly. This guy's literally just no. I would have to find a bug that's specifically the same as that. These ones I didn't know where to... but a cocoon doesn't look like that in real life. No, I think for now that one is gonna be alone. I think for now that one's gonna be alone. I mean, on images, as in seeing a lot of images, then you'll notice half of them are those beetle guys and half are dragonflies. Yeah, no, I definitely saw that a lot of dragonfly results were being brought up. But Brava is 1.1 meter tall, so it's not particular. It's a 1 meter long dragonfly? Not gonna lie, I kinda wanna see that. I like dragonflies. I kinda really wanna see that. My god, we were so close to an actual good take. Which one was it? Which one was it? Wait, which one was the good take? Generally, the insect Pokemon are much larger than the IRL inspirations. I appreciate that. At the same time, sometimes I don't. A lot of people really like Flygon. I personally think it's a little too goofy for a dragon type, which is something that I like to do, that they like to do with dragon types. His eye covers and looking like he's wearing flats is a bit weird for me, but there's certainly worse designs. I think that the look in his eyes is full of fire and determination, and that definitely adds points for me. Next up is Cacnea. I'm going to say Cacnea because the cactus. If this is not how it's supposed to be pronounced, I have lost my hopes on humanity, because it's a cactus and it has to be pronounced like a cactus, right? Like Cacnea. Okay. Cizelli's going pretty fast. Cockturn. I'm going pretty fast? I'm not going pretty fast. At the pigs, those gems are pearls. Pearls before swines, you know? Pearls before swines! That's really smart! Oh, I like them even more now! Is this real life? Is this an actual thing that's happening? I can't believe it. An actual good take. It's not my fault you have bad taste. Oh boy, is Gen 1 gonna take you for a loop? Because there's gonna be too many actual animals? Is that what it is? Cocoons definitely look like that too. At least silkworm ones. Yeah, but they don't have eyes. Cocoons don't have eyes normally, so those get saved. These guys get saved. The one that I'm looking, at very, very suspiciously, in order to put it in just. Actually, you know what? This guy is just a bird. He's just a bird. Literally. Birds have those kind of very strong red colors. Birds have those kind of split tails. Birds have that exact color palette. The only one that doesn't, like, this one saves itself because the color distribution is really weird. This is literally just a bird. My cat also really likes dragonflies. She usually likes rare things. A dragonfly is so interesting she would ever even leave her food in the bowl when hearing one. Does she hunt them? Does she hunt the dragonflies? It's literally just a swallow. There you go, swallow. That's the one. Yeah, it's literally just a bird. This is literally just a cactus. No, it's not because it has. Okay, no, it's not. That was a strong first reaction to have that is entirely wrong. In Gen 1, Pokemon inspirations were still mostly bugs, animals, and kaijus, you know, normal things. As opposed to keychains, because I've said this before, and you have corrected me. You guys have corrected me saying, Ellie, are you freaking kidding me? Gen 1 has a Pokemon that is a Pokeball. What are you talking about? You know? So I appreciate not letting the recency bias win. As far as Pokemon goes. Ken, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day, welcome! Anyways, I like this dude. I do. He has a little crown. He has little tiny legs. He has those 3 square things, diamond shapes on its belly, but in a very symmetrical, very nice to look at way. He has the little smile, which is at the same time not enough of a smile, but also definitely a smile. And it could look very creepy, but it somehow doesn't. And he has little eyes. It makes it look like he was a toddler wearing an inflatable costume. I think it's a very solid design. I think it's a very nice design. Oh, it's Cactusarina, Spike Boy. I like Spike Boy. He's a pretty snazzy one. Just wish there was a cooler evolution. I'm doing good. Nice to hear that. The evolution is kind of creepy. The evolution kind of goes all the way into Halloween Town. I don't like that the spikes and the diamond shapes become one thing. I wish it was 2 different shapes, slightly different colors, or that they had an outline or something. I love the hat. I really love the hat. The fact that he has all those like triangle shapes outwards and inwards, like you had cut some parts of the hat and then glued them to some other parts of the hat, and with the same hat you made it a lot more interesting. Like you made the outline a lot more jagged without any more extra fabric. It's not fabric, but you know what I'm talking about, hopefully. I like that it adds so much personality and so much depth. I love the conical shape of it. You guys know that I go crazy for making my limbs very thick at the edges. You guys know that when I draw chibis and stuff, I make the limbs at the bottom a lot like bigger and rounder. So this is working very well for me. I wish the eye was... I'm gonna put it in close to perfect. I've made a decision. Because I wish I could play with the eyes. I feel like a different eye would make it more, I don't know, better. I wish instead of it being like the creepy kind of yellow staring at your soul kind of eye. Because that's kind of like very Halloween-y. I wish it was one of those eyes that is like defiant. I wish it was one of those eyes that has like a determined feeling instead of a I'm eating your soul feeling. But it's very good. It's very good. Gen 1 has some just animal designs to the point their names are just their animals' inspiration. Oh, well, that would be skewed to the bottom then. I try not to let her, but she would love to. Oh, so you are protecting the dragonflies. Nice. You are. Best thing about this Pokemon is that the crown is supposed to be a cactus flower. Yes, they do look like that. They do look like that. The flowers of a cactus. Not every cactus, because there's many cactus types. But yeah, I see it. Pyramid head. It is kind of pyramidal, but I really like it. It's a very cool hat. Kruger Gamer, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day, welcome! The evolution is a dark type. It's like a Doctor Who statues, the one that will haunt you when you're not looking at them. Oh! So that's why it looks creepy. It's specifically supposed to look creepy. They also work in gangs, so you won't be haunted by just one in the desert, which makes them way more dangerous, just like the Weeping Stones. Weeping angels. Why do they call them stones? If you only look at the upper half, it's pretty much perfect. But as a whole, it starts falling apart. The cactus? No! The bottom is the best part! The bottom is the best! With the very fat and round and adorable limbs. I like those. But yeah, Crookie Gamer, how are you doing? Next up, Swablu and Altaria. I don't need to even... What do I need to say about this? Now, say it with me, guys. It is round, it is blue, it has adorable eyes that are sparkling full of life and love. It has the fluffiest, softest wings ever. It has 2 stupid little wings that you could pet and play with and wiggle with your fingers. This guy, you know where it's going. You know where it's going. It's going up. Very high up. And I'm not gonna take any criticism. I think Ranker had a comment eaten up at YouTube. Oh no. About the cactus? About the cactus guy? Swablu comes and just sits on people. Altaria is a dragon type and has hidden ability to nullify the weather. And he's useful too. And he's oh my god, this one! It's so cute! It's so adorable. The eyes are still so full of love and life. But now he also has little cheeks and he's fluffier. He's even fluffier than before. And the 2 little stupid feathers that he had on the head are now luscious and flowing. And he has a tail full of beautiful feathers. And it's perfect. It's perfect! In fact, I have to bump this one down. Just because Altaria? Just because Altaria is so pretty. I have to create some contrast by putting it down. I expected it to be lower with how monochromatic it is, but it's the best monochrome. It's blue. It's blue, which is the best color for a monochrome design. I may have a bias. Altaria was my best boy in the game. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. Is this a mega? Is this a mega? It's so fluffy. It's so fluffy. Look at that luscious tail. Look at that luscious tail. Look at the fluffiness. I meant the cactus weeping angel being monochromatic. Yeah, I really wish there had been a slightly I don't mind monochrome designs. I kind of like monochrome designs. The thing with monochrome designs is that you do have to be careful of making really good shapes. Because if you don't have good shapes and you don't have any more than one color, it's very easy for the design to become bland and boring really quickly. I think because of how interesting the hat is and the general shape of the conical limbs, you kind of forget that it's a monochrome design because it has such interesting shapes. It's a mega, yes. Yeah, it feels like a mega. It feels like a mega. Nomi Nom Noms, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Made Altaria even fluffier. I'm going to say something that may sound controversial to myself. To my own sense of design, it might sound controversial. But I like it less than the other one, even if it's fluffier. I think it doesn't change in a good way to be fluffier. I think I miss the hair. Not really hair, you know, feathers. The feathers. I miss the hair feathers. And I don't like that it has a stupid hat. I don't like that it has a stupid hat. I wish if they were going to remove the luscious feathers, that the fluffy cloud on top would be more reminiscent of hair, the way that those feathers were. Or but it wouldn't be there at all. I feel like it's close to being there. It's really close. But if that cloud on top just was a little bit different. Based placement on your boy Cockturn, I'm glad that you think so. I am glad that you think so. Monochrome can be good, but here it doesn't fully work IMO. It could use a splash of another color. I think the splash of another color is supposed to be the eye, which I agree is not enough. And I think it would be nice to add another color. Not exactly sure where I would do so. Maybe in the spikes of the neck. Maybe that's where it could have like a flower instead. Cut the color a little bit. Maybe. It would be interesting. Funny thing is, I recommended Ellie Gen 3 because it has so many good designs, but the more we study them and the more I think my memory may have made me believe I like some of them better than I actually did. That's the problem with overanalyzing things. That's the problem with overthinking. Which, I'm sorry. This is how my brain works all the time. So, it has a cloud scarf and an Ushanka. I don't think it looks enough like an Ushanka. I don't think it looks enough like an Ushanka for me to understand that it's supposed to be an Ushanka. I really don't. It looks like a stupid hat, not like an Ushanka. To me. At least to me. I really like this mega. It looks like it's gonna sing an opera concert and we'll cry from its beauty. Maybe a little bit. Like it has a giant coat. Like it has like this giant opera coat. Ah, when you say it, I guess I do see the Ushanka. But you had to say it for me to realize. You have to say it, which is, I don't think it's a good sign. I also really like how the shading is a lot more complex than in the other one, and the cloud has this pink tint, makes it really cute. I think I agree. Altaria is a super solid cloud dragon bird thing design. Yeah, I think Altaria peaked. We call it the Monster Mega as a joke. I still like it. Altaria is just a goofy Pokemon regardless. I think Altaria is just... It's just they couldn't get better than that. You know? This guy is a Zangoose. Zangoose. Next up is Mortal Enemies, the Viper. Why are they mortal enemies? What happened? What happened between the two? Oh, I've drawn myself as this guy. I have drawn myself as a half Viper, haven't I? I've caught up in time for the Zangoose. Welcome! Welcome, Mongoose. Wait. You didn't choose your name because of Zangoose, didn't you? Did you? The six-sided Zangoose changes color in its shiny form to match the color of shiny Viper's fangs. So they are really connected. They're bonded. Of course, the same is for the same for the regular colors. It's almost the same red. I understand the concept of it. Also, Trapinch, probably my baby monster of the whole gen, and is my second favorite line after Agron this gen. Rad to see you like them too. Trapinch is adorable. It's very cute. Either that or it's supposed to be a wig, like Composer Sword. That looks a bit more familiar to me. Like, it makes me think of a wig, a Composer wing, a lot more than an Ushanka. Because it's a mongoose and a snake. So it is supposed to be a mongoose. Do I have to explain our species again? I didn't realize that it was supposed to be a mongoose. I'm sorry. I apologize very deeply. I like it. It has a very defiant face, but not in a bad way. Like, it looks like he's grumpy all the time, but not against me. You know what I mean? He has those big claws, and they are very threatening, but I trust that he wouldn't use them on me. He's just looking out for his enemy. So Viper looks so happy. Yeah, like the polar opposites. This guy looks perpetually grumpy. This guy looks like you cannot make him grumpy, no matter what. Very funnily, they have scars on their designs from the other. Oh, are those supposed to be scars that the other Pokemon inflicted? Because that is a really cool design. That's a really cool design. Zangoose and Viper are the pair of Pokemon that a lot of players think they look extremely cool, but sadly they are too bad mechanically to make good use of. Oh no, sad! Viper is specifically a Habu, a Viper you can find on Okinawa. I'm gonna have to Google that. Habu Viper. I'm gonna have to Google that to see how close it is. I'm gonna have to see how close it is to the design. It's not close. It's not even close. It's not similar at all. This guy gets saved. This guy gets saved from the just an animal tier. Anyways, I really like this design. The colors made me a tiny little bit uneasy because just like I said last time, if you live in Argentina, this is a river. But I really like it. There's something about the shape. There's something about the fluffy levels. There's something about the expression. Something about the face. The grumpy mouth. The triangle grumpy mouth is so... It's nice to look at. It's the shape of the face as well. This edge right here. The very pronounced brow bone and the very pronounced cheeks. I don't know. It's cute, but it's defiant. It's fluffy, but it's dangerous. Like it has big ass claws. It looks like a cat, but it also doesn't. I like it a lot. And then this guy, I don't know if I've mentioned before that something about the color palette it's ever so slightly wrong for me. Like that purple I don't like right there. But I don't have a lot to say about it. I really appreciate the black, gold, and red triage. I really think it's a very nice color palette when you have black, red, and gold. And I think that purple kind of like gets in the way. You know what I mean? I also hate that the head is so triangular. I really hate how triangular the head is. I love the design of the tail. It's like a blade. It's like a red blade, like bathed in blood. But the head is just such a triangle. The purple is Zangoose's fault. How? Zangoose doesn't have any purple. Zangoose doesn't have purple. Everything is playable to some degree, but these two would have been even more popular if you could actually use them well. Yangoose versus the Zangoose, she tells you not to worry about. What do you mean Yangoose? What's a Yangoose? I'm also not white with red scars, so that's why I didn't realize that it was supposed to be a mongoose. See? A lot of pair Pokemon in a row, huh? This is a Lunatone, and next up is Soul. Oh, no, wait. We're not done. We still have to... I'm gonna put it on very nice. Very, very nice. And on neutral. Neutral tier. I think that would be too mean if I put it on could have been better. Even though I think by playing with the purple, it could have been better. Lunatone and Stall Rock, they fell from space if I remember correctly. We're gonna go to those soon. Zangoose is listed as the cat ferret Pokemon because of an old JP word for mongoose is Neko Itachi, meaning cat weasel. They do kind of look like cats. The Psychic Gym in Hoenn is a pair of twins, Tate and Lisa, who use Solrock and Lunatone. It's just a very cool combo to pull. Like the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon, you don't need to explain anything other than that. It's the sun and the moon. By the way, they aren't related. They just rivals. They always try to kill each other, just making sure Ellie's brain doesn't strike again. Well, they are still kind of related if they have a related history, right? Like the species themselves are mortal enemies. But yeah, they're not on the evolutionary line is what you're saying. I just remembered a great clip from a Pokemon stream where one player was really trying to catch a Viper and another was trying to stop him. Why? Great quote of Phew, killing all those vipers sure is hard work! Why so mean? Just let him catch us a vipers! The viper face tells me he knows your preferred tags. Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, yes! It's a smug as frick smile. That is smug as hell. He knows something that you don't want him to know. And he's looking for an opportunity. Just give him an opportunity and he will blast your secrets. You're right! First time I saw Solrock and Lunatone was in Pokemon Minecraft mod and just thought, who the fuck came up with those designs? Someone at the Pokemon company. Someone at the Pokemon building. I don't like them. Can I be honest? Can I be honest? I really don't like them. And I can't explain why. Just something about them is very uncomfortable to me. Maybe it's how soulless this eye is. Maybe it's the color that doesn't seem to match the other colors well. Maybe it's not knowing if this is supposed to be a nose or a mouth or a beak or a I don't know what. Maybe it's because I don't understand how it's supposed to be connected to the eye area. Maybe it's because the eye area looks like it should be a void and at the same time like it's surface level. Maybe because it looks like the moon is kind of made like made out of cheese a little bit. I don't like it. I don't. Look, Kitty, welcome. Leo, welcome. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Funnily enough, it's not notable from the shiny. Shinies and Goose gets red claws, and Shinies the Viper has red scars instead of purple. Well, that I might like more. If somebody feels free to, if somebody feels like posting a shiny Sangoose and Shinies the Viper, I am curious. But Blue Kitty, welcome, hi, hello! And Leo, how are you guys doing? Hope you're having a good day. For so many years, I used to think that was Arbok evolution. I think Arbok looks a bit more evolved to me. The anime made that mistake too once. The anime made what mistake? I forgot. Nobody does and nobody can explain why either. Yeah, why can't I like it? I don't know. Why don't I like this one? Is it because of that weird line of rocks? Why isn't it like a spotted kind of pattern instead of it being one divisive line? Why do the eyes look like that? Why do they look like... I don't know. Is that supposed to be sleepy? Is that supposed to be suspicious of everything? Is that supposed to be like he's laughing? Is that supposed to be menacing? I don't know. I think they had a good idea with doing a sun pattern on the eyes on black. And I think this one looks a bit more like a rock than the moon one. But I don't know why. They make me uncomfortable. I don't like them. I'm putting them at the bottom. I don't like them. Overall, the space Pokemon are not really my cup of tea for the most part. I don't like them. The moon never sleeps. And it freaking looks like it. It definitely looks it. Maybe there are some I liked, but at the top of my head, most of them are just kind of mid. Something makes me uncomfy. Oh my god, this fish has such a stupid face. Is this supposed to be its mouth? Is this tiny little dot here supposed to be its mouth? I really like the colors, which unsurprising, it's blue, blah blah blah. The moon is made out of cheese. No, it's not. What the fuck is she on about? I was explaining why I don't like the moon and the sun. But it looks like a boomerang moon. I don't know. Something about the moon I didn't like. So this is a bob roach. A babe roach. Oh my god, now that you mention it, it's kind of funny that the sun Pokemon looks sleepy and the moon Pokemon looks energetic. Yeah, a little bit. But I still cannot tell if it's supposed to look sleepy or like it's thinking about murdering. His evolution is Whiskash. Shiny Bunny, welcome. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! They use their whiskers to sense things. It's giving me catfish mixed with some sort of other animal, water animal. Coming up are barboach and wishcash. Catfish, water ground. Yeah, it looks like a catfish, but mixed with something else. Like an eel, maybe? JP Folklore has associated catfish with the ability to sense or even cause earthquakes. Can the Pokemon cause earthquakes? I don't have a lot to say about this. Barb plus Loach. What is a Loach? It's blue, so it must be water type. It's blue, so that means it's pretty, right? I don't exactly know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it. I think that it's a nice color palette. I think I don't like that it has so many random dots everywhere. I like the zigzag, like, lightning design. I like the circle fin at the very end of the body. I like that. I like the eye. Tiny, stupid. I kind of, like, I'm okay with the mouth area thing. Eely. Yeah, like, it looks a little bit like an eel, right? Nose, maybe it looks like a catfish. The mouth is under the mustard. Yeah, it looks a little bit like a catfish. That's what I was saying, but, like, mixed with an eel. Most ground Pokemon can cause earthquakes, but this one is water, right? Right? Its evolution is supposed to be a catfish. I can totally feel it. I'm sick. I threw up 12 times yesterday. I'm getting a lot better. Rest a lot. Do not be afraid to just ask for like an entire day in bed to just get your body up to normal. Drink a lot of water and keep yourself relaxed. Do whatever you want until your body is alright. You deserve it. You deserve it. Ground and water. Pokemon can have up to 2 types. Never would have guessed ground, honestly. I'm gonna put it in neutral. I feel pretty neutral about it. It's a very nice color. It's a very nice, like, tail fin thing. I don't like the dots. This one, I think I see the catfish more on the other one. This one looks extremely stupid. This one looks extremely stupid. I think I like it a little bit more than the other one. Those eyes have nothing going on behind them. If you think that I have very little neurons, you should see this guy. Am I right? Am I right? If you think my brain is smooth, let me introduce you to someone. Let me introduce you to this guy. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna get a comfy. Blankie is a go. Hell yeah, Richard! Get that comfy blanket. I'm very glad to hear that. Derp whale. Yeah, it looks a little bit like a whale. Oh, what do catfish look like body-wise? What's the shape of a catfish? I know the mustache, right? I know the mustache. I wish they had removed the fin with the 3 dots. Cause as far as I remember, let me look at it a little bit. But as far as I remember, not a single Pokemon kept like a very specific element exactly the same, copy-pasted. I think every single time the evolution does at least change it a little bit. And I feel like that fin on the top just doesn't belong. Whiskash just here to vibe and vibe and not even comprehend anything. This is a Pokemon that has one thought going in and the same thought going out immediately. I missed school today because I wasn't feeling good. That's good. That's good. You should miss school if you're feeling like that. En el Pokédex español está clasificado como el Pokémon bigotudo. Es que los catfish, los bagres son bigotudos. Es un bagre. Ellie versus Whiskash math competition. Let's go. I would totally win that. By the way, how's the poll doing? How are you guys doing? Oh, that poll is worse and worse, yeah, guys. You're losing. You're losing. don't know. I like it more for sure. I like it more for sure. So I guess I'm putting it in very nice. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it should go on very nice. I'm gonna put it on neutral. Do I like it that much more than the other one? No. I'm gonna put both of them on neutral. Both of them are going on neutral. Last statement about it. Catfish are friendly. Don't do my boy like that. They can be friendly. They can also be dumb. Dumb and friendly, right? Right? Look like the fish of Nemo movie? I don't know if I've seen that. That's basically the shape of a catfish. It's pretty fish-shaped. What even is fish-shaped? There's so many different fish. He is very catfish-like in shape. He's wider, especially in the front, but very catfish-shaped. Now I really want to look at a catfish. Catfish. Wouldn't it be nice if we had a fish that actually looks like a cat? Okay, okay. Now I feel like it's a disservice to draw him like that. They could have played with the whisker beard a lot more. They could have done a lot more interesting stuff with the whisker stuff. Instead, they made it look like drool. They had so many good chances. I'm gonna leave it on neutral though. Next up is Corfies. He's been imported from another region and just kind of sticked. It's a lobster. It's not just a lobster though, of course, because he has the stupid derpy eyes, which make it look very stupid. It has a little crown. It has a very short tail for a lobster. It's very shaped. It is very shaped. It's shaped stupidly. I can always appreciate that. I can always appreciate a stupid shape in a Pokemon. Gonna put it in very nice. It's a crayfish corporal crawdonant. Got promoted to general. How is a Pokemon promoted to general? That is stupid. I bet you'd win that math competition by 3 points. It's 50 question quiz. Maybe. But as long as you're saying I would win, I'll accept that. As long as you're saying I would win. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't know what you mean worse and worse. It was a 31% a couple minutes ago? Oh, but I wasn't looking at a couple minutes ago. The last time I saw it, it was at 55. 55 versus 45 or something like that. That's the last I looked at it. So that's what I'm saying. For me, it's worse. For me. Mom, can we have a Krabby? No, honey, we have a Krabby at home. Yeah. Like it's almost like that crab Pokemon, but a little bit more lobster-like, right? BRB, I have to go a facturas. Cómprate unas muy buenas. Espero que tengas una buena tarde con las facturas. What the fuck kind of furry abomination are you asking for now with a cat-shaped fish? It's called a catfish. Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if there was a catfish, like a fish that's shaped a little bit like a cat? It would be cute. A fish that actually looks like a cat, I imagine a fish Photoshop with a cat head. I think, listen, if Avatar The Last Airbender could do a dog turtle, I'm sure someone could do a catfish and it would look really cute. It's shaped stupid. I can appreciate that. Ellie, in fact, relates so much. Hey, I'm not shaped stupid. I'm just stupid. You wouldn't know it from my looks. You just know it because you know me well. I don't look stupid. I'm not stupid shaped. I just am. That's a different thing. Ellie, Pokemon have canonically been used in war. But they're used in war. Excuse me. They can be used in war. But how can... A general needs to be aware of strategy. A general needs to be able to give orders. And a Pokemon can only repeat his own name. This is like... What is the name of this one? It's like, imagine a dude tries to give you an order, and the order is lobster, 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 lobster. Like, what the hell are you talking about? You're trusting a guy that speaks like that to make war strategy? I don't think so. I don't think you are. They can be used in war, but I doubt they have, like, big hierarchy. crayfish, not lobster. Isn't it like the same thing? Isn't it like the same thing? Honestly, I think we're not going to make it today after all. No, we're not. Absolutely not. I made the math. And by I made the math, I mean someone else made the math. I think it was Mongoose. I think Mongoose made the math last time, and I just had to accept defeat. It's called a catfish because of whiskers. Yeah, I know. But I think it would be cute if you could have a cat that has, a fish that has like fins that look like cat ears. I think that would be adorable. Can Pokemon die? I'm assuming they can. Are you telling me you wouldn't trust this crayfish with your life? No. Pokemon repeating its own name is an anime thing, to be fair. It is? Wait. In the games, can they talk? Ellie, name me a pink-haired girl that is also not in the spectrum of being dumb in some way. I'll have to think about it. But I'm sure there are some. I am sure there are some. You just give me time, okay? You just give me time. I'll figure it out. Pokemon can indeed die. There's a ghost type, and in Gen 1, there's a tower full of Pokemon graves. Oh, that's so sad. Pokemon can understand other Pokemon. Yeah, but what about humans? Humans can't understand Pokemon. Some of the psychic types are very much capable of strategy. Heck, there's a legendary Pokemon that was king of a region. If I was a human and a freaking dog was trying to be king, I would just not stand for it. I don't know about you guys. Do I have humanity wrong? Do I understand humanity wrong from the outside? If I was a human and a Pokemon was trying to be my king, I would just simply not stand for that. I don't like this one. I think the red is a better color, and I appreciate the yellow accent. I don't think the blue belongs. I don't think those two lines improve the mouth-chest situation. I don't know which one is supposed to be the mouth. Is it supposed to be this line? Is it supposed to be the blue line? Is it supposed to be this bottom line? I don't know. Is it supposed to have any mouth at all? Why is the eye so sunken? It looks like he hasn't slept in 37 years. Why is that star so star-shaped and so specifically? I'm having Sharpedo flashbacks. Except it also kind of looks like a Christmas tree. Something about this just makes me... I don't like it. Humans have married Pokemon too. I know, what a weird thing to do, right? Baltoy and Claydol. This guys? Is this guys? Baltoy and Claydol? Don't worry, I'll hear your answer on the next lifetime. I'll think about it. How can Pokemon die? If Pokemon fight, can other Pokemon kill other Pokemon? I would assume so. In the Pokemon world, humans can understand Pokemon. What? Since when? What? I say since when as if I had watched a single episode of Pokemon? Ignore me. Ignore me! I have to remind myself that I have no idea what's canon and what isn't. And all of my information comes from osmosis of like memes and screenshots. I have to remind myself. Canon could be completely different to the idea that I have of it in my head. What if the dog barked and made volcanoes erupt? That is a good point. That is a good point. I think maybe I would submit now that you mention it. Now that you mention it, maybe I would be a good old loyal citizen. Maybe. Humanity didn't have anything to say until they learned to tame Pokemon. Which, now that you mention that some of them can just make volcanoes erupt, that's a feat. Good on humanity in the Pokemon world for managing that, damn. A lot of the Pokemon our current modern technology would be pretty useless against, let alone old-timey tech. Still pretty surprising. Crayfish have blue accents in their bodies in general. They're also not red, and it's a dark type. Is that why it has such sunken eyes, and that's why it looks like it hasn't slept in 37 years? This is the co-evo to Sharpedo. They aren't biologically related, but evolved to be similar. Okay, so the Sharpedo flashbacks were specifically there on purpose. They were. Okay, Claydol. It's Psychic Ground. Uses telekinesis to balance. Has a nice color palette. I wish I could see its eyes open. It feels like it doesn't have a mouth. How does it eat? It looks more like a toy than a living thing. Like a toy mixed with like a religious totem. Or idol shrine statue. I don't know how to feel about it. It gives me nothing. Here's the thing. It gives me nothing. It gives me the vibes that it has no emotions, no feelings. It's a statue. It's not even alive. It has to have a personality. Pokemon eat other Pokemon. It's canon, and humans also eat Pokemon. Pokemon also eat humans. Terrifying! Magikarp is delicious. This is known. I don't think I would be happy in the Pokemon world, to be honest. I couldn't imagine eating Pokemon when they could also be intelligent enough to become generals of war and kings. And marriage was possible at some point. So you're telling me that you could be led by, married to, and also eating Pokemon. Does that not feel weird to anyone else? I feel completely weirded out by the concept. I cannot. Star type is literally evil type in GP. Pretty sure it's Clay. In Pokemon Legends of Arceus, in the tutorial, the town chief tells you that if you fail the test, they will let you die and be eaten by wild monsters. Holy shit, I'm sorry. Are you supposed to be a child in that game? Because that is kind of a brutal thing to say to a child. I don't think that's alright. I don't think that's cool. It's exactly that, just a clay doll. So, but yeah, but they're supposed to be alive, right? They may be ancient golems, but I may be making that up. It is based off old religious sculpture, yes. Good to know that I got that right. Not every Pokemon needs food, Ellie. This is a fantasy. You can't fail the tutorial, by the way. It's still a cruel thing to say. So there was a stream today. I missed anything good? Any new meltdowns? Hi, officer. How are you doing? Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Did you contribute to the poll? Did you try to make it 50-50? How's that going? I don't think I had any meltdowns today. I just talked a lot about one of my favorite designs. I wouldn't like that world either. The chicken is fireproof. That's where you're getting hung up on. Marriage was kind of retconned in recent remakes, but it was there. It was there at some point. I don't think anyone realistically would love living in the Pokemon world the way we once thought. And you especially would Sudoku out of there. I would not be happy there. I would absolutely not be happy there. Some Pokemon are basically people, others are just cows and stuff. It's weird. It's weird. Kimberly Wong, welcome and hello. How are you doing? It's been a bit. How have you been? I hope you're having a good day, Kimberly. I mean, you can marry a human while eating a cow. They're both animals, entirely different species, though. But it's different. In Pokemon Legends, the MC looks like 14 to 16. So yes. So what you're saying is they did tell a child that if they failed the test, they would die. I don't know how to feel about this. I guess I'll put it in neutral. I have no feelings. It has no feelings. We're all just emotionless about it. This one at least has some eyes open. At least. It looks, you know what? You know what? I think I would love it if it was upside down. I think if you turn it around, look at it. Look at it. Imagine it like the bottom is the head. The white and yellow things are the eyes. And it has those little spiky ears things. This this arm thingies would still work as arms if you just like put them on the body instead of in the head. Well, right now this is the body and that is the head, but you know what I mean? And then this would be like a weird skirt. Like a weird skirt, and it could still function as eyes. Oh, you know what? I need to put this one in could have been better. Because I think we talked about redesigning those. And I'm dying to try that one upside down. Really, really think it would be so nice to see it upside down. This whole stream is a meltdown? I don't know. I think it's better than the Whale Lord one. Imagine you're married to a Pokemon and you eat the same Pokemon that you married. What happens with that? That's what I'm saying. It's weird. There was an early episode where Ash caught a Krabby and then worried that the professor was going to eat it. Well, I mean, they have no animals, so they eat Pokemon. That is completely understandable. What isn't understandable is that they are animals, but they are also intelligent and they are also marriageable. I made it more lopsided. I have failed. You have. You have. I am testing your hive mind. I am testing the hive mind. Also in Pokemon XD, a girl has a Mightyena as her boyfriend. Ugh. Why? Why? Legends Arceus has had a great idea and fairly good execution. I loved setting the game in times before Pokemon trainers were common. The only thing I had a problem with was the power gap between player and NPCs. Like, I understand that catching 3 Pokemon for a normal person would be incredibly dangerous, but then you tell the player to catch 100 in one afternoon? Nobody could do that! What? And the world loses some of the immersion. Still, Arceus was really cool, and I can't wait for the next Legends game in about 2 years. I don't know much about that game, but I feel like if I ever wanted to get into the world of Pokemon, that might be my best entry point. Correct me if I'm wrong. It just feels like for me, for the type of player that I am and the type of games I enjoy, maybe it is the one that tempts me the most, for sure. It's not like all Pokemon have to be on the same standards with regards to human society. Some are more intelligent than humans, some are pets, some are food. How do you tell? How do you know which one is which? Especially with some of them that have humanoid evolutions to non-humanoid, like, pre-evolutions. It's weird. Imagine if your human-like Poke wife was in the same egg group as your dinner. That's what I'm saying! Man! This is not one Dark Souls boss. I've never played Dark Souls, so I have no idea what you're talking about. I disagree, but I also don't care at this point. I've disappointed you too much. I've disappointed you too much. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, Darío, bienvenido. Espero que estés teniendo un buen día. ¿Cómo estás? Next up are Lileep and Cradily, rock and grass, based off of fossilized sea lilies. Fossilized sea lilies. I see, maybe, you know, the ocean has some weird creatures. Fossil Pokemon, basically ancient Pokemon that got revived Jurassic Park style. Nice. In the early anime, they also had regular animals. They did? I thought they never had regular animals. Here's a question. Pokemon all lay eggs. Is it weird to eat your Pokemon's wife unfertilized eggs? Yes? Overall, I would still prefer it to eating Pokemon, knowing that they can be intelligent enough to marry and or rule a kingdom. But it is definitely still weird. That's basically just eating regular eggs, except the chicken is now a Pokemon and also your wife. What is this stream? What is this? No, you know what? It's not the stream's fault. It's Pokemon's fault. What is Pokemon? What is Pokemon? I thought Sonic kissing a human girl was the yuckiest thing in mainstream gaming. There's no good path. There's no good result of trying to find what's the yuckiest thing in gaming. I promise that's not a path you want to get started on. I definitely don't. Kind of, likely, maybe, definitely. Definitely what? That it's weird or that you've lost faith in me? I think Arceus would be pretty Ellie friendly. Oh, about Arceus! Nether, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day! Pokemon lore was retconned a bunch of times. Early anime was a Wild West. Is that where it came from? The Pokemon retcon canon? They didn't have enough easy to draw Fishmon they could draw in the background. Like, this guy was made for that, is what you're saying? The Pokemon Company has not really taken control of the anime until it blew up. So they didn't care that there were normal animals in there. I really like the colors in this guy. I really like that it looks like a shy little black creature hiding in a flower. And I like that it has little legsies. It feels like the body would wiggle a lot when walking, and that would be adorable. And I just really like the colors. And I just really like to imagine that that is a tiny little like black ball with two adorable round big eyes. I'm going to put it in very nice. Very nice. To be fair, maybe in the future they will make more Pokemon that are literally just animals like Flamingo. It's just a Flamingo. I cannot get over that. I cannot get over that. I also like this one, although I like the colors less. And although it doesn't look quite as adorable, it looks very angry. It looks very angry. But I like that it has this yellow markings in the head that kind of look like eyes. Like one of those animals that have patterns in their body that pretend to be eyes to scare predators. I like that the body is still like this round little stubby thing at the bottom and that it looks wiggly, but now the neck is longer, which if you know me, you know it's better. And then, I don't know, the flowers are maintained. It's copy-pasted, just like I mentioned with the other one. They started getting used to copy-pasting, unless I really haven't noticed it before. The copy-pasting of exact elements of Pokemon. But I really think it was very uncommon before this last few Pokemon. Anyways, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna put it also in very nice. They're very nice in different ways. You know what I mean? They're very nice in different ways. The regular animals in the anime are not canon. Not anymore. Not anymore. To be fair, maybe in the future they will make more Pokemon that are literally just animals. Also, apparently in some old interview, normal animals all died off at some point. They can't. So, is it not even retconned? Crack her own eggs open on her back and fry them up? Stop it. In SV, you can make sandwiches with eggs in. Regular chicken eggs. Where are the regular chickens? They're all hidden. They're all hidden away from you specifically. You asked for this. Wear it like a badger of honor. I asked for what? For what? For cursed Pokemon fights? Regular animals in the anime are not canon. I'm doing okay. I come from a drinking and singing stream that lasted more than 9 hours. 9 hours and it's still going. Poor throat. I wanted to come to your stream and see how everything's going. It's going. I can tell you that much. It's definitely going. Those aren't regular eggs. Those are the Pokemon Chihiken. Chihiken? Is that an actual Pokemon? At this point, you could say yes and I believe it. Oh, no, I never had faith in you. Good. Good. We're on the same page about it. Alfarius, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. To be honest, until Pokemon XYZ, the anime and the games were never considered the same universe, and they added Ash Greninja to Sun and Moon and Ash World Champion to Pokemon Masters X. So at that point, they canonized that it's all the same thing. So at this point, the franchise is long enough that it's a mess. It's what I'm getting. Pokemon Snap 2 would be pretty Ellie friendly, I guess. Wait, Pokemon Snap is the one you take pictures in, right? I think that would be adorable. They intentionally did the designs and concept that as a child you won't notice, but when you grow up and you realize childhood ruined, I'm getting that, and I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would choose to do that, but I definitely see it. Oh, this one looks so stupid. So cute, so kind, so nice. It doesn't look stupid. It looks innocent. It looks naive. It looks naive, not stupid. It's a different thing. Flamingo is a living meme. It is. I could actually see that. Just a chicken, but it's ghost type. Chicken. Yeah, like they're all dead? Like all the animals died? Flamingo also has its snake tied in a knot. It does? I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember seeing that. Who let the snake cook? Shut up, I'm a good cook. I'm a good cook! You don't trust me in that. Tuska, tuska, tuska. Now, Anna and Arnaldo. Arnold? These are a lot more in line with most other fossil Pokemon designs. I think this one looks adorable. I think it looks so innocent. So naive. Water bug based on trilobites or anomalocaries. No one understands the Pokemon lore, and neither there was a writer who wanted to use real T-Rex for the movie. Insane. Insane. They went insane with power. Okay, I'm gonna put this one. I don't know if I would say it's top tier, but it does have so many things I like. It looks naive, like it trusts you with its life. It looks like it defers to you when it has any kind of questions or anything that he needs help with. It looks like it relies on you and loves you a lot. It has that weird like pattern that makes it look like eyes, which I always appreciate. And the leggies look like feathers. Are those leggies? Not entirely sure, but I'm gonna rate it quite high. I'm not gonna put it on the very, very, very best, but I'm gonna put it up there. You know, I just really like it. I just really like it. Badger Snake Ellie, make it happen. Why? Why would I? For involving yourself with the Pokemon franchise. This is what I get. This is the cursed knowledge that I get for involving myself in the first place. I don't think that my Tiana boyfriend was meant to be taken at face value, by the way. I don't even know anymore. Apparently no one does. Apparently not even the people who write Pokemon know anymore. And then you remember literally every individual Pokemon game is its own dimension, justifying the ability to trade Pokemon. Okay, but that would make it better for canon motives. Like every dimension could have a different canon. It's so cute now and evolves into a killing machine. Oh no! No! I don't like it when that happens! Wait! It still looks kind of kind. It still looks nice. Again, copy-pasting exact elements. These feather-like things are exactly the same way they were. Those patterns in the head are exactly the same way they were. What about the red creepy eyes it uses for intimidation? I doubt it needs protection. You'll need it when you see those in the dark. Yes, which is why I would... What would I do to not get creeped out by those? But I don't know, I appreciate patterns that are supposed to look like eyes to scare predators. It's something that I really love that nature does. I love Anorith. He's adorable and awesome. I like Armaldo too. He's awesome, but not cute like Anorith. I think this guy still looks friendly. I think if you look at this face, he still looks like... Look at that face. He still looks friendly. He still looks like he's up for some, like, ice cream. He looks like he will wait patiently for you to throw the ball. And he'll go get it. I don't know. I think he has a friendly vibe. The myth, the legend, Phoebus. For a long time, one of, if not the hardest Pokemon to find. And the only way to evolve it was to pretty it up. To pretty it up? As far as possible and win a beauty contest with it. That's so weird. Once that condition was met, it would evolve into the majestic Milotic. So Strange. What about the red creepy eyes he used for intimidation? I doubt he needs protection. No, I saw that one. I really like it. Wait, those red spots aren't its eyes? No. No. What do you mean it aren't its eyes? Did you not see the eyes? Did you not see this giant black eye right here and here? Those are just patterns. I remember there was a part of the lore that explains there is less adult since the first Pokemon War, and the Lucario movie showed there was a chance of it. I'm scared to ask this, but what do you mean the Pokemon War? Did the Pokemon fight each other? Did the Pokemon fight humans? Was there a country made up entirely of Pokemon that tried to rebel against human countries? I don't know if I should be asking this, but I am asking it. Then they made the prism scale to trade it with so it can feel pretty anyway. I still don't know which one we're talking about because I'm still here. I'm still at this guy. I'm still at this guy, which I really think looks friendly. Absolutely amazing. Shame it's a counterpart to a Gyarados line, meaning same stat total. Magikarp is the most common Pokemon in all games. Feebas is the most rare. Same stat total. Is that a problem? I don't understand why that's a problem. He's a good fellow. Armando Guapo. I think he's a pretty nice fellow. I think he looks friendly and nice. I'm gonna put it in very nice because he does lose a couple points for not being as cute. But I think he still looks like a doggy kind of friendly. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy that you need to... Feebas? Is this Feebas? He's very ugly. Now I think I understand. You need to make him win a battle, a beauty contest because it's so ugly. That is not to say melodic is not great, but getting it used to be a real badge of honor. Would be a shame if Ellie's belts were copy and pasted all over her outfit. Hey! Hey! Stop it! I'm not an evolution! It's a different... There's a different bar of judgment! It's different! Also kind of goes against the Magikarp inspiration of hard work. I mean, it would be hard work to get this guy to win a beauty contest, honestly. Honestly, it would be very hard work to make this one win. He looks perpetually scared and confused. He looks perpetually like, I don't know, traumatized. He looks like he had scars all over his body, including like the fin looks all torn up. And he looks so sad. The mouth shape is so sad. And he's like split in two. The fin on the top, it has a hole in it. Nightmares of Genix, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Wait, you're right, mirroring your left sleeves isn't copy and pasting. I made a severe miscalculation. There you go, huh? Vindication! Vindication! I guess you have a very derpy smile on him on the other one, right? Not on this guy. This guy is sad. Basically the ugly duckling story. I don't think people understand the ugly duckling story well enough. Castform and all his weather forms, he's based off of toy kids when it's raining. Not this one, right? People is canonically considered to be the ugliest fish. He is pretty ugly. He is pretty ugly. I jumped ahead a little. That's okay. In the original Pokemon game, the third gym leader, Lieutenant Surge, is a lieutenant. He fought in a war. Also, Pokemon X and Y has a major guy whose Pokemon was conscripted into the war. Yeah, I don't think I want to know that much about the Pokemon universe. I did ask. I am curious. But I wonder if it's good to be curious about it. Pokemon War were humans and Pokemon fighting other humans with Pokemon. Oh, okay. That's about what I would expect. It's difficult to predict when Ellie will get to the next Pokemon. I'm impossible to predict. I am impossible to predict. I am everywhere. I am nowhere. I'm here and there all at once. I will go back and forth between topics. You need to keep up. We don't really know much about the Pokemon War. We know one of the old gym leaders fought in the war and they apparently used Pokemon as weapons. Are there no registers? No archives? No written history? Not a documentary? Books about it? Waiting for you to get to it first, then post waste valuable time. I know. There was a total war between two factions and there was a Pokemon and humans fighting for both sides. So casualties were taken in both sides during the battles. Understandable. Worm evolves into Ellie. How dare you? How freaking dare you? The way you catch him, you had to fish in a specific river. It was a very long river. He would only appear in select tiles of said river, randomized for your game. Bullshit! Annoying as hell! Today I have to draw 5 things for crumpets. If I have time, I will make you an evolution line. You don't need to! You don't need to! You don't need to! It's okay! You don't need to! You don't want it! Don't buy it! Don't buy it! It's okay! Don't worry about it! If you make me a worm, I'll kill you. If you make me a worm, I will literally kill you. Okay? We understand that? Good. Good. Please do not resist. I am resisting. I am resisting. That fin hole makes it look like a keychain. A little bit, doesn't it? I'm doing fine. Hope you're doing good as well. I am. I'm glad to hear that you're doing fine too. Anyways, this one is very ugly, and I don't like it. I know that it's supposed to... be ugly, so it has a purpose. I understand it, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I don't like looking at it. I just don't. And this one, I'm about to make a lot of enemies. I'm about to make a lot of enemies. I'm about to gain the pitchforks. I said the war, I'm pretty sure those are 2 different wars. A more recent one for Sergei, probably based on World War II, and an ancient one from 3,000 years ago. The guy's conscripted Mon died in the war. Okay, so there's several wars in the Pokemon universe. That makes sense because in this one there's also several wars. Historically, resisting what? If you make me a worm, I swear to God. The worm is her previous form of an evolution. No! Stop it! She broke the tracking. Oh, I forgot that I'm not supposed to use those expressions together. Wait, you rated Yomi Gardevoir just very nice? So she was the prettiest when she was a young Rose. Yeah, because it's the most adorable version. It's the most adorable version. Given that the world is so empty and wild, while the technology is so advanced, some people think that the war was a borderline collapse event. Ooh, that would be very interesting. That would be very interesting. Okay, I'm about to make many enemies. I don't think this Pokemon is as pretty as people try to convince me it is. I'm not going to deny the color palette is perfect. I mean, pink, blue, and yellow. Come on. Obviously, the perfect color palette. But I really don't like the eyebrow stringy things. I don't like that the eye has no sclera. I don't like the gigantic pyramid triangle thing in her head. I wish if it's gonna have those 2 points here under this ear eyebrows thing that I don't like either, I wish it had more dots around the body and not just those 2. I wish these flaps could decide what they are. Are they ears? Are they hair? Are they eyebrows? I don't know. I don't think they know what they're trying to be. And I wish it's so many little things. I wish these circles in the tail were a little bit angular to match the rest of the tail, because the rest of the tail has like stronger angles and that is perfect ovals. So I don't like it. I really like her tail though. It's a very pretty one tail. It is a very pretty tail, but I like the tail and that's pretty much it. Ellie getting jealous of water. Ellie is not jealousy. It's not. There's a little more than several wars in the world. Yeah, I know. Hey, look Look at that! She's hating on her literal color scheme now instead of drooling over it. No, I said that the color scheme is great! I said that the color scheme is great! Character development, no! The color scheme is amazing! Also, it is clearly the long-asked for evolution of Shackle. What is a Shackle? I will kill you! I will murder you! What is a Shackle? What is a Shackle? It does look a lot like Ellie. Yes, the colors do. The color. That weird cream snake is far from being the most beautiful Pokemon discovered. She's not prettier than my boy Akron. I've been told so many times, it's like, oh, it's so pretty. It's one of the prettiest things and blah, 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 blah. It's not! If it wants to be the prettiest, it needs to decide where the fuck its eyebrows are. Is it the stringy bits or is it the hair thingy? 3 minutes, 2 now, 1 now. Oh god. Okay, so we're stopping at this one, I guess? No, we're doing the next one. We're doing the next line as well. We're doing the next line as well because it's gonna be pretty quick. I do wonder how do wild Milotic ever evolve? Like, what needs to happen in nature to convince Aphibas that it's not ugly? Maybe it needs to find true love. I assume the spoons you mentioned are gills. Then it should be lines, not points. Why aren't you complaining about the copy-pasted tail fins though? Double standard? Wait. No, but what I mean that I've been like weirded out about copy-pasting is that it's the same element in the Pokemon and in its evolution. Like, so far, we had very different evolutions. Like, if you look at this guy, then you look at this guy, the pink and black circles could have been copy-pasted, but they weren't. If you look at this guy and you look at this guy, even though they both have holes, and you look at this guy, even though they both have holes and like the blue eyes and blah blah blah, there's not a single element that is exactly the same, you know? Even in this guy, who has the same pants, the waist makes them very different. So it's weird when I see something like this guy, and the petals are the exact same shape. Or this guy, and the other guy, I don't remember where it is, but they have the same feather thingies. Oh, here! It's like the exact same element copy-pasted. That's what I meant. Okay, and now, where am I gonna put this supposed vest? You know what? Here, could have been better. I could make it prettier. I could make it prettier. I could. What if Ellie evolves into this? I wish I was prettier. I wish I was prettier than that. Shackle is one of the most popular Pokemon from the 2nd gen. Oh, I don't know it. So like I said, cast form normal in clear weather, fire type is strong sunlight, water type in the rain, and ice type in the snow. Those aren't evos, it just transforms with the weather. Wait, it's supposed to be one little dude? All of these? All of these are one little dude? He changes in real time as you like hold it? He changes back and forth? In the Pokemon canon, a lot of people call it the most beautiful Pokemon. Exactly! And I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Next 4 Pokemon are the same Pokemon. It changes back and forth? Oh my god. So adding something that resembles its pre-evolution is bad. No, not something that resembles it. Something that is exactly the same. Something that is exactly the same is weird to me. Castform can't be caught in the game, if I remember correctly. You only get one at the Weather Institute, and yes, it is an embodiment of weather. To celebrate Gen 3, adding weather as a meaningful mechanic. Oh, that's a cute idea. That's a good idea. Castform was created by humans who wanted to play God. Shame its stats suck. We're not going by stats. We're going by vibes. I just looked at the circular gills and saw some eel-like thing with near identical looking spots on its neck. There can be circular gills? Huh. I would assume it's the chemicals that dump in the water. It changes to which weather the overworld is. So it's the same little dude. Well, let me tell you, I was doing this this four, I decided to do them because I already know where they are. It's very close to best. It's very close to best, if not best. Because it's just adorable, it's cute, it feels like it's the size of a plushie, like a plushie that you hold everywhere. I think I can make it slightly, like a slightly bit better, just a little tiny bit. But it looks so squishable and so like you can put it in your little purse, you know, like you can put it in your purse and take it with you everywhere. And I adore that. I adore that so much. They are very cute, and I've been eyeing them since we started. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times 4, because like that's almost full. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 3. Actually, let me do it in the calculator app. Calculator. 13 times 4. 52. God damn it! How are we still so far away? 48? Okay. We may be able to do 48 the next time. We have to. We must. We must do 48 the next time. Or I could do just a couple more this time. Or I could speed run something like this. Because the decision is made. This is adorable. This is the cutest freaking thing. This is tiny. This has eyes that are loving you and your soul. This guy is huggable. This guy is going to rest on your pocket or on the top of your head. This guy has a nice teal in its color palette. This guy has 2 smiles. This one looks like a pocket, like a little kangaroo pocket. He's also just like kind. He looks very kind. And I'm going to put it up, in the top. That took 1 less, so 47 now? Oh god. There are more wanted to create god Pokemon out there. I don't think Castform is one of them. I think Mew is that, right? Castform was created by humans who said, alright, let's try this again, but this time let's not give it godlike psychic powers and then abuse it. Yeah, so you're talking about Mew. Something that is exactly the same. Noted. Every Pokemon line that keeps the same eye colors are bad design. No, not bad eye colors. The same thing. I'll explain it better if we do a redesign thing. If they both have the same leg shapes, it's bad. If they both have the same pattern. No, not like that. Almost over. Yeah. So we're going to take about 4 hours longer than I thought it will take Ellie. I'm really hoping that we can finish it in one stream. I'm really hoping that we can finish it then in the next one. Going to rest again for office work after 2 hours. Take care, Elyssia, and everyone. Goodbye, Blue Kitty. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Jirachi is top tier, best mythical Pokemon of them all. Is that Jirachi? I love it. That is a Jirachi. A Jirachi, a wish-granting Pokemon. And he grants wishes? I'm so solid on my choice. So solid. He's a literal wishing star. So solid. So Lure Jirachi is cute as long as its eyes on his stomach is not open. Oh, that's an eye? That's actually its third eye. That is an eye? That makes it slightly creepy. Slightly. Best 100 in each base stat mythical that ever made. Perfect one, the Wish Maker. I like it. Close. Mew was a real Pokemon. Oh, Mewtwo. Mew is natural. Mewtwo is the experiment. Right. Mewtwo. Mew is an OG ancestor. Mewtwo is the ultimate fighting machine people made from the DNA of a pregnant Mew. Right. Jirachi. Am I not saying it right? Mewtwo thought it was created by humans messing with what they should have not. Well, they were right. He was right. What? Right? Mewtwo is way too powerful, right? He's also a sleepy boy. He sleeps for like 1,000 years and wakes up to grant wishes, maybe. It's so cute. Can I quickly speed 2 more? This one and the evolution, because I already know how I feel about them. I hate it. I hate both of them, but especially this one. They make me uneasy. They look like they are trying to suck my soul out. They look like they're trying to chop my head up with their teeth. They look... This one looks a little bit better. A little bit better. I wish the mouth didn't have the black under it. I wish, like, that this little black here was covered. That's all. I can understand a Pokemon having an edgier, badder look. Like being a big, bad Pokemon. A threatening Pokemon. But something about this, makes me uncomfy. And this, the jaw, the way that the jaw opens, the fact that this is just a mouth, this entire Pokemon is just a mouth. With, like, I don't know, it has a little bit of a skull with eyes. The eyes, horn things are very nice color. I hate that it has those red tiny eyes. It looks evil as hell. I hate that it has like fog coming in or out of his mouth. I don't know which. I hate that the inside of the mouth is like a dead blue. I hate that it's so spiky everywhere in the body. I don't know. It makes me uncomfy and I don't like it. This one could have been better. It could have been better. And that's it. That's it. I swear. That's where I stopped. That's where I stopped today. But I wanted to at least get a couple more out because that means next time we have 40-something. Next time we have 40-something. Next time we have 13 times 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's not that bad. 45, we can do 45 in one stream. And we're gonna have to. Even if we go a little bit longer, we're gonna have to next time. That's just how it is. So this is where we stop today. This is where we stop today, and next time is the finale of this little series right here. It's gonna be good. Galileo's my boy, put him higher. No. No. I don't like him. This is my stream, and you have to look at my hot takes. You have to accept that is mist coming out of its mouth. Why is it producing mist? The other version is the ghost type. It looks like a ghost type. It definitely, or like a dark type. What did you call it? Dark. More accent on the ra. Jirachi is what you're saying. You're saying you should call it Jirachi. Be careful what you wish, Ellie. Jirachi is like a genie. Oh no! He grants wishes, but badly? But with a trick? Oh, that's not great. I love my ice face boy. I'm sorry, but I don't. I don't like your ice face boy. He scares me. Jirachi. Okay. Gladly, and it's mega. That's a mega? I didn't even notice. That could have looked like a normal evolution. Snorunt is also part of that line? Frick is a Snorunt. Frick is a Snorunt. Wait. Is this a Snorunt? I forgot now where it was placed, but is this the one? Oh, it would help if I didn't cover the screen. Is that the one? Yeah? Yeah? I like him! He's pretty cute! He looks cold and like he needs a hug, and he has those little feetsies and those little hands. very big sad mouth. But of course he's sad. He's freezing. Can't you see that you need to let him in and give him a hot chockey? I like the collars as well. I'm gonna place him in very nice. In close to best. Cause just making the eyes a little bit shinier and the mouth a little bit smaller would make it so pretty. So pretty and so adorable. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. So now we're stopping. We did the line. I don't like leaving the Pokemon lines interrupted. Perfect pronunciation? Nice, I got it. Finally. It's got an ice face, alright. It's an ice face, not a nice face. Galacticos from Snorunt. In Gen 4 we got a Frostlass at least. What is a Frostlass? He's a ghost type, that's why he looks cursed. Yeah, but I don't have to like it. Just because it makes sense. I don't like it. What's a Mega Evolution? I didn't know. He's not trying to suck out your soul. He's trying to turn you into a popsicle to literally eat you. Oh, that's worse. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. He's not a ghost type. That's the lady version. Oh yeah, remember the idea that Megas hurt the users? This Mega dislocates his jaw, and he uses that to freeze Pokemon and keep them alive. I hate it! I hate it. I stand by my decision of putting it in the dumpster fire. I hate that. Absolutely hate that. He's a mass of black eyes. He's a mass of evil black eyes. The Mega Evolution is terrifying. It literally broke its jaw. It's no wonder it looked like an unhinged jaw, but wrong. It's canon that his jaw breaks when they Mega Evolve. That is his mist coming out of his mouth to freeze people. Snake is unnerved by an unhinged jaw. It's unnerving because it looks broken. It doesn't look unhinged. It looks broken. I didn't know it, but I could feel it. Golly, is my boy put him higher? No. A lot of those are legendaries and those are like, what is even there to talk about? We'll see, we'll see. He's a nice fellow with a broken jaw, put him higher. No! Is Bravos Snorunt got a second evolution in Gen 4? A lady only ghost type. Oh, that's what you guys are talking about. Little light-scent wearing fella. It's cute. It's a little cute guy. I wonder how you'd feel about Frostlass. I guess we'll see later. He's literally shivering constantly in Coliseum and XD. Aww, he's shivering. I saw it. I saw that he was feeling very cold. I want to let him in and put him in front of the fireplace. Leo, no, Jirachi is not like that, at least not competitively. I think she only does that for evil wishes. Oh, so it's so kind of nice. I knew it. I could see that Jirachi was kind. At least it's a nice type Pokemon. Her first instinct is pour hot chocolate on it. Not pour, offer. Kindly offer. Milotic put such immeasurable effort on itself since its Phoebus days, and it could still do better. Frostlass is from 4th gen, don't worry. I mean, if you guys like this, we'll do it again with other gens. Ellie is that trainer they talk about in Time. Why do my ice types keep disappearing? I'm not pouring it. I'm inviting them. I'm inviting them a cup of hot chocolate. He's a great guy, I'm telling ya. Sure, he's constantly in pain. And sure, he wants to cause harms to others. And sure, he, what was I saying again? You were trying to defend someone who is not only constantly in pain, but also trying to freeze and eat others alive. No. Wait, Gali is a pure ice? I guess I forgot, but it totally looks like an ice ghost. It definitely gives ghost vibes to me. But you guys are the experts. Did you say Mega Slowbro? Not yet. I think Jirachi is more naively childlike than anything. Grants wishes, but unintentionally does something maybe not nice to someone else. it does look kind and like a child. So I will believe this instead of the whole genie thing. I will choose to believe that he is just, you know, making childlike mistakes. I will choose to believe that. Because he's adorable, and that's the vibes I get. I can fix him, can I? Can I? I don't know if I can fix him, but if someone looked cold around me, I would have to. I would have to offer my help. It's just I can't not. That would make me feel bad. It would make me feel very bad if I didn't offer my help. That makes sense? That makes sense, Nami? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks right. It feels right based on the way it looks. It feels good to consider it that. And the poll is now closed. The poll is now closed. So, I gave you guys a chance to do a 50-50. Specifically asking you to do a 50-50. And in this one occasion, you didn't. Which makes me wonder, is it only going to happen when I desperately want it? No, because you asked. That's what I'm saying. Is it only going to happen when I desperately want it not to? I really like the mystery dungeon explorers of the sky side story involving agility. A Pokemon who becomes a friend to the protagonist goes on a side story that may have kicked off the plot to the game. What is Pokemon Dungeon? What is that? I'm inviting them a cup of hot chocolate. To them it's like, hey, do you want to drink some acid that would make your body melt? Or maybe some poison? I didn't know that! I didn't know that! Performance anxiety? You guys have performance anxiety when you have to, when you're asked to do a 50-50? Is that what's happening? Is that what's going on? Ellie helpfully turning a water hose on Charmander to help him cool off. I would offer! I don't know shit about Pokemon anatomy and what they need! I'm inviting them a cup of chocolate. To them it's like, do you want to drink some? No, I read that before. Mystery Dungeon is a series of roguelike games where you play as a person turned into a Pokemon who goes on adventures in dungeons. How were they turned into a Pokemon and how do they turn back? Oh god, that sounds dangerous. That sounds very dangerous. It feels like a lot of the Pokemon world would be very close to killing you if you suddenly became a Pokemon out of nowhere. I don't think anyone would fare well. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is basically an isekai. You reincarnate as a Pokemon. That is worse! That means you can't even go back! To be fair, it is unlikely that Charmander's tail fire is really tied to its life. What do you mean it's unlikely? We were just looking at a pig who needs to bounce to keep alive! In one of the Pokemon games, this guy turns himself into a Pokemon, so it's precedented. Why would you voluntarily turn yourself into a Pokemon? That is ridiculous. Hope they were luckier than Misty. She got turned into a Vaporeon. Oh yeah! I think I saw that. Why don't you guys post that in the Discord? What happened then? How did they go back? How do you get turned into and out of being a Pokemon? It's far more likely that the fire going out is indicative of Charmander dying rather than it being the cause of death. Magic. The plot wants you to save the world. In Explorers, it can be interpreted as that Jirachi is the reason you flew off course and became a Pokemon. There are no humans in Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, but it still happens in a world with humans though, right? You need to be considerate on the effort that Pokemon put to improve themselves, not judge them solely based on reaching perfection. What, on the Pokemon themselves or on the Pokemon designs from the designers? In the very first Pokemon games, Red and Green, or do you mean that is how you get turned back? Is that how you get turned back? So if you're always considerate of the Pokemon and their efforts, you don't get turned into a Pokemon in the first place? In the very first Pokemon games, Red and Green, Bill turned himself into a Pokemon. Why? Be big sister Ellie, not mom Ellie. I normally do think that I have more big sister vibes than mommy vibes. I do normally think that. But there's something so mom-like about not being able to hold on to information about Pokemon. You know, there's something extremely mother-like about being bad at Pokemon information retention. Man, I really thought a Pokemon was just an average kids game with no bad things happening ever. You guys said that they were made for babies! You guys said that Pokemon games are made for, like, babies! Well, it has happened that someone has kind of turned into a Pokemon and managed to reverse it. How? A little supernatural force lets you return home in Pokemon because you finished saving the world. I guess that's the least the magical force could do if you saved the world. I remember in Let's Go Pikachu where you help a scientist who swapped minds with a Nidoran by using a machine. Ah, well, but that makes sense because crazy scientists be crazy sciencing. That just makes sense. Crazy scientists will do crazy science. You can't stop them. Nobody tell her about Hypno. Yeah, nobody tell me about Hypno. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. If that's a bait, I'm not taking it. I'm not asking. Sometimes I ill myself. I ask. Sometimes I ask myself if Ellie really is that dumb or just really good at pretending. No way she's that dumb, right? My naive brain says. Your naive brain knows that it can be smarter. That's the thing. But that takes effort. And it's not something that you'll see me doing on any given day. Putting the effort in, not something that I will do any given day. He didn't mean to. He just happened to be experimenting and fused himself into a... What was right? I don't know, but a Nidorino, whatever. It makes sense. Anything that comes from a crazy scientist, it makes sense. Because that's just what scientists do. You know? Science is not about the why would you do it. It's about the why not would you do it. Science isn't about the could you do it. Sorry, not the why would you do it. It's about the could you do it? And that makes everything makes sense as long as there's a crazy scientist behind it. It's very sad. Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team was the first game that made me cry. Clearly because I foolishly named myself my own name. Do you die at the end of it? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon have the saddest histories in all Pokemon games. Huh. Wait, now I'm interested. I don't know if you guys know this, but for as much as an optimistic person as I am, and for as much as I have changed my life to be optimistic, I am a very big fan of stories that are angsty. I guess because I have fought so hard to be an optimistic and happy person, getting to just watch something that is specifically made to be sad, I don't know, I like it. So now you're making me curious about it. A Charmander technically could die if their flame is extinguished. It's not an easy thing to do, though it has to be very weak. Same with its evolutions. Yeah, but we were talking about before of if it's the cause and effect is inverted. If the Charmander is dying, their flame is weaker, but not necessarily because of the flame being weaker. Effort? Funniest joke you've made all day. No, what do you mean? I can be smarter if I feel like putting the effort in. It's more like what happens when we do it. Exactly. You just go on an adventure with the first monster you meet and become bestest friends over the course of the story. And then that monster dies. Right? Artist Lamia calling out a moral scientist. I'm not calling them out. They are the backbone of fiction. A crazy scientist is always needed for, well, not always, but crazy scientist, a good spice to have in a story. Boy, that's a very unfortunate combo. Most of the best sad stories in video games come from JRPGs. I know. I keep hearing people about Three Houses and how it makes you fall in love with characters just to then force you to kill them yourself. But there's many games out there. There's many sad games out there. One of the first games to make me cry was Persona 4. Oh, don't worry, I cry super easily. I cry super easily. Anything that is like even slightly a bit sad is probably gonna work on me. Until you have to say goodbye. Until you have to say goodbye. I think maybe your first part of the comment was eaten. You will never want to give Persona 4 a try. Is it too long? How's your Discworld read-through going, by the way? It's not going. It's really hard for me to find. I was really counting on the holidays. Because it's really hard for me to find a time to read on day-to-day life. Dear God, I would pay you to play Persona. Is it too long? Is it too long? I think the first game that made me cry was Shining Force 1 for the Sega Genesis. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I wouldn't be able to tell you what's the first thing to make me cry because I'm a crybaby. I know I wouldn't care about Three Houses because it's anime pretty people, meaning it's inherently cringe and I'm shipping them together and then killing them off. You're watching an anime person right now, though. You're watching an anime person right now. Goes both ways. I'd recommend just before going to sleep. Just before going to sleep, I'm normally just so done with the day, so tired that I just wanted to, like... I don't know if I normally have the brain power to absorb anything. I just wanted to just be the next day. You already seen it is at least 80 hours. Alright, we googled it last time. I know, you're inherently cringe. Ah, okay. 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 Your point, you're very cringe. Guys! I don't think so! I don't think anime is inherently cringe! All the more reason to read all the time, but I need to absorb information if I'm reading. Anything sad would make you cry? Not anything, but it's easy to make me cry, especially in any kind of like fiction. Especially in any fiction, I tend to try and get very like immersed in the fiction. And so when sad things happen, it's very easy for the fiction to make me cry because I was already like trying specifically to get myself invested. Crumpets woke up and chose violence. Nomi and Crumpets both. I don't think anime is inherently cringe. Just standard anime pretty people. Anime is baseline garbage. Very different. I am inclined to agree with most seasonal anime. Although I wouldn't say like there are very good things that I think people don't give them the chance because they're anime. And there's some really good fiction anime. I made it. I'm incredibly late though. Yeah, Eddinoko, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Unfortunately, we are closing off the stream. Like we're pretty much right now closing off the stream. But welcome. I hope you had a good day. There's always a VOD. There's always a VOD. I always choose violence. Ellie's easy to bully. Boo. Boo, crumpets. Baseline garbage, but anime can work out from that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree. The issue is that most popular animes are for kids. Meanwhile, all the seinen goes under the radar. I think the issue is that most popular anime just copies whatever the other popular animes did, and so you get something that's very formulaic. That's what I would say is annoying. And also like the cheap techniques to make people buy more. The fan service bait and all that stuff. Shining Force 1 is like 4 hours if you're a good commander, but 60 plus hours if you suck at strategy and tactical games. That's a very strong difference in time. You know what? Maybe an action RPG would, I say, Onion Sphere would be a great start. I I think they're all very long though, right? I can't say I pay too much attention to people that use blanket statements like this thing is cringe, bad, or trash without giving a serious behind it. It's anime. Yeah. But what my reasoning for why like it tends to be kind of like not good entertainment is I feel a lot of it is very formulaic. So making you immersed is what makes you vulnerable to crying. Oh yeah, absolutely. I get very immersed. I get very bonded with characters, and when they die, I feel devastated. Even though it's a character, but I got myself invested, got myself immersed. You know? I build parasocial relationships with characters in fiction very easily. I have fun with it though. Its popularity. Netflix is working on an animated version of Pluto, an amazing shonen manga, but no anime tuber talks about it because it's not a shonen. I personally don't like shonen, so you know my feelings about that. It has really sparse action. It's mostly a detective story, and instead of defeating a big bad guy, it's about pondering what it is to be a human while using scenes of different movies. That sounds interesting to me. It honestly does. Let's be honest here, 99.5% of all art is bad. We just tend to talk about the ones we do like. Yeah, but that's a good thing. Why would you spend your time thinking and talking about the things you don't like when you could instead just drop it and go look for something you do enjoy? It's so much better to spend your time, your valuable, limited time, doing things that you like and talking about things that you like. That's how I feel. And some people like bad art. You need some bad art that you can enjoy, knowing that it's bad. Like, as much as I said that I don't like base fan service on anime, I will watch reverse harem animes, and they're like all trash. I don't think I've ever seen a reverse harem anime that was good at all. I don't think I've ever seen a single good reverse harem. It's absolutely trash. I'll still enjoy it. Okay, we do have to wrap up and go though. So let's wrap it up. I'm just putting this out there. Most new anime is either highest common denominator, and the outstanding one is the one with the best animation or fights and not necessarily story. I'm inclined to disagree because the ones that I've heard the most about in this last couple years were things where the animation wasn't like mind-blowing, like Taxi Story or a Prince, I don't remember the name of it now. Prince Story again. Well, the names are escaping me very much, but I've heard great things about shows that when you look at them, you wouldn't think much of them in terms of like animation or visual style. Ellie, I recommend you Monster. I know, we talked about this. I have to watch it. I definitely have to watch it. Decoy with the 3. Welcome, hello, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Unfortunately, we are closing off the stream, but welcome. It's the first time I see you here. Welcome to the channel. Talking about things I don't like can be really fun though. It can be, but it's also a trap. If you become someone who spends most of the time complaining about things you don't like, it can warp into just not being able to enjoy things. It's not that it's not fun, it's just that people should definitely do it less than they enjoy stuff that they actually like. To be honest, I would force you to watch Monster, watch along maybe. I don't know, I don't like the idea of doing watch alongs. And if I tried it, it would be with a movie. Thank you for the fun stream, Miss Ellie. Thank you for being here, Nomi. Enjoy wrapping yourself. Have a good one. Have a good one, Rancor. Monster synopsis. Don't worry, I'll watch it. I'd rather not read the synopsis, actually. I'm personally a lot more drawn to story than animation. I'm half and half. Like, you can have a very good story and I'll watch it. You can have very good animation. Well, if you have extremely good animation, but I don't like it, that has happened to me with several anime actually, that the animation was outstanding, but I couldn't bear the story or the characters. So yeah, I think I would say I'm the same. The only time in my life I thought a fight animation was bad was when I realized that the reason why this one time is bothering me was because the fight didn't convey anything. So I actually looked at the animation instead of the emotional impact. Oh, that makes sense. Rip the Pikachu comment? I wonder what it was. I disagree with your disagreement. Most talked about anime nowadays is shonen or pseudo-harem anime. Maybe we're just in different circles. Maybe we're just in different circles and that's why we hear about different anime. Then I need your monster reviews? Maybe. Maybe. Unless you're in a group that has good taste. Well, maybe that we're in a very different circles. Having both be great like Red Line is fantastic. Gosh darn, I love that movie. Red Line. Not sure I know which one that is. Chainsaw Man is an exception. I'm not going to start on a topic because it is wrap-up time. But if I could, I would start talking about my opinions on Chainsaw Man, which are probably controversial. But we're not because it's the end of the stream. Oops! I hope you guys have a great day! Rest of your day, whatever you're doing after this, I hope it's great. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. This is going to feel like a very weird week for most people. And I know last time I said that I was never going to do a 3-stream, I said that I was never again going to do a 3-day week on a Ryutama week because it felt like not enough streams to me. But this week is an exception because I do have things IRL that I think are going to make my week difficult if I try to put more streams in there. I have something tomorrow that is probably going to be difficult if I stream and then have to leave on a rush. Then I'm probably going to sleep very late tomorrow because of that thing. And Wednesday is going to be like a chaos of trying to get back into existing as a person and all that cooking responsibilities and whatever. I'm probably not even gonna have a voice. We'll see how Ryutama goes with that. Then Thursday I'm also very busy and I have something, a prior commitment that I couldn't move to any other date that wasn't a Thursday. So I apologize for the lack of streams this week, but it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Red Line is a racing anime. Oh, I didn't know. Don't worry about it, Ellie. It's not like the pit is easy to climb out of. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about it because I did say last time that I didn't appreciate having such a low stream week, but it has to be that way this week. This week is complicated and it unfortunately has to be. Surprisingly pretty great on its story for what it is, and what it is a pure distilled ride. I normally don't tend to like things that are super sports focused, especially things like racing. But you know what, if you say it's that good, I might check it out. If I remember. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, guys. Have a great day tomorrow. I hope you had fun. And I hope that you feel very well rested after you sleep today. We accept your apology for pushing out free content at a slightly reduced rate this time. Thank you for accepting the apology. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to drink plenty of water. Try to eat nutritiously and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and others. Alright, take care, my snake shifters. Bye bye.